Steve Baker.
Mr. Speaker, as a Buckinghamshire colleague, it's been a huge pleasure and privilege to work alongside you to further the interests of our constituents. I do say our constituents because I fondly remember occasions on which I've needed to speak in this place on your behalf, and it's been my privilege and pleasure to do that. And it would be graceless of me, of course, to refer to anything where I might possibly have disagreed with you, but I will just say it's perfectly plain to me that you love this place and this Parliament, and I'm grateful for all of your service.
Well, I thank the honourable gentleman. He's a conviction politician, and that deserves respect. Point of order, Joe Swinson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I would like to express thanks from the Liberal Democrat benches for your decade of service in the chair. I think that very often to those outside, Parliament can appear stuffy and out of touch. And some of the initiatives that have come in on your watch, the right reforms with topical questions, and indeed your own willingness to grant urgent questions, has meant that when people are talking about issues outside of this place, we can be discussing them in a timely way in this House, and that has been important. I was very moved by your tribute to your wife and children, because I think all of us in this place who have our families put up with a lot for us to do the jobs that we do. And I would echo the comments of the Honourable Member for Manchester Central about the reforms that you have made possible through the parliamentary nursery, babies being able to be in voting lobbies, and indeed your forbearance in not asking me to leave when I brought baby Gabriel into this House, and indeed the proxy voting reforms, which have already made such a difference for members with small babies during these rather intense few months of parliamentary debate. Those reforms have been truly important, and you have been a truly modernising speaker. There is, of course, I'm sure you would agree, much more to do, and I hope that whoever is your successor will continue in that tradition. And the final thing I would say, Mr. Speaker, is you have been an absolutely unstinting guardian of parliamentary democracy at a time when people feel the need to take to the streets to argue to defend our democracy. I think back to my first term in this place between 2005 and 2000.